Starting with a single straight leg stretch variation, keep your right leg lifted to the ceiling, wrap your hands around your hamstring. Your left leg is going to float a few inches off the mat as you nod your chin to your chest and lift into your ab curl. Keep compressing your spine down into the mat. Find a deep flex on the upper back and walk your hands up towards your right calf or ankle. Point the feet, keep reaching with the toes, and switch and catch the opposite leg. Switch and catch. Now, if you notice here, I'm really doing my best to have a little extra tug and find that extra stretch there. Switch, and stretch, and then speed it up a bit. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. The bottom leg is pulsing down as the top leg is pulsing in and up. Keep your upper back lifted up away from the mat. Keep looking in towards your pelvis. And then hug the knees into the chest and roll yourself down onto the mat. Take a little twist of the head side to side, bringing my chin from one shoulder to the other. Nod your chin back into your chest. Reach the arms down by your sides with your palms facing down. Take the left leg out long. Keep the right knee tucked in tight to the chest. Extend from the back of the leg. Bend the right knee again and then switch. Extend and reach. Bend and switch. So I'm combining a little bit of the elements of a single leg and a single straight leg stretch together. I want you to focus on that hamstring stretch. Keep the spine lifted. Keep the ab curl on. My arms are floating strong and stable by my sides here. And then hug the top knee in. Take a little squeeze and relax everything down. Another nod side to side. Extend the left leg now to the ceiling, reaching the right leg straight out. Nod the chin in towards the chest, lift the spine up, walk your hands up towards the calf or the ankle, and lift the bottom leg a few inches off the mat. Take your breath here. Take your extra stretch. Now bring the hands behind the head. You found that shape. We're going to do the same idea, those little scissor switches, without the hands supporting and adding that extra tug. So you're on your own here, finding that stretch from the back of the thighs, and then bring the knees into the chest. Keep your ab curl and go for a rotation. Now I'm going to keep my knees in tabletop until after I twist. So twist first towards your left side. Reach the right leg long. Then come back to center and twist again. Opposite leg goes out and over and twist. And you're peeling that shoulder blade up off the mat as best as you can. Nice, beautiful rotation of the spine and then an extension of the opposite leg. Come into a final ab curl, reach the arms down by your sides, and lower the feet down onto the mat. Let's continue on with some bridging. Articulate up to your bridge and start your marching. One knee to tabletop and down. Opposite knee to tabletop and down. You're going to continue to move like this, thinking about drawing your leg up in towards your chest from using your abdominals first. You're always moving from your center. Now let's add on. Extend the right leg to the ceiling, flex the foot, reach the leg straight down, point the foot and lift it back up. Flex to lower, point to lift and reach. And then keep the leg lifted to the ceiling, lower the hips down towards the mat, and lift up, driving through that left heel. You're stamping your foot to the ceiling. The top leg is straight, and you're driving into that left glute and hamstring. Now let's go to the other side. Left leg lifts, you flex the foot. Inhale to lower the leg down. Exhale to point and lift. Flex to reach and lower. Exhale, point and lift. And you can find a little bit of speed here like me, or you can slow it down. All good. Let's keep the leg lifted to the sky and then go for those little pulses. Down and up, really driving through that right heel to lift the booty up off the mat. Bring the left foot back down to the ground and roll down through the spine. Moving on to our rolling like a ball. Hug your shins. Draw the knees into your chest, but keep some space between your belly button and your upper thighs. You're rocking back towards your shoulder blades, lifting the booty up off the mat, getting a little bit of suspension in the air, and then balancing on your tailbone once you come back up. Rock back and up. Now open leg rocker, extend and open the chest a little bit, like you've got a beautiful necklace you're trying to show off on. Wrap your hands behind your ankles and then stretch the legs up to a V shape. I'm deepening my shape here by exhaling into my abdominals, rounding through the spine a little bit more, taking a deeper tuck and holding it there. and continue on with your roll down. We've done this a million times before in our challenge already. You're going to roll down this time, reaching the arms long in front of you. Once you get to the bottom, open out to a T, circle them into your sides, and keep tracing your pinkies on the ground as you round yourself up and restack the spine. Again, reach forward at the shoulders. Round back, tuck the tail first, mid back, upper back, shoulders, then the head. Reach the arms out to a T. Nod the chin to your chest. Roll up with the pinky, gliding forward towards the toes and keeping that rounded spine. Beautiful. Let's go again. Reach, tuck, round down. Open out to your T shape. Exhale to circle, 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 nodding in. Look at that abdominal engagement. You're really moving from your center here beautifully, and then roll yourself back up to a seat. Going for a nice spine twist, we're going to do this with our hands behind the head, elbows wide to the side. Stay lifted and tall in the torso. Twist just from the spine, right from the waistline, over to the right and over to the left just a few times. If your hamstrings are tight, you'll open the legs apart about mat distance. If not, you can keep the feet ideally together, inner thighs clasped. Now a little neck pull variation. Round forward, extend through the upper back. We're doing a little bit of a body roll. Hinge back halfway, flat back, rotate, just like your spine twist, nice oblique twist. Come back to center and stack. Round forward at the top. Extend and open the chest. Lift and hinge flat back. Rotate to one side. Twist from the waistline and switch up and over to the other side. Come back to center. And again, round forward. Extend. Open the chest. Lift. Reach the arms to the side. Open the legs mat distance apart. Let's go for our saw. Twist to your right. Take the left hand towards the outside of the right leg and keep reaching the right arm back. Look at the thumb. And for this variation, I'm going up and over, reaching my fingertips towards the center of the mat and then back towards the back wall. Reach and tap and open. Reach and tap and open. Come back to the side and then center, and let's go to the left. Saw the right hand to the outside of the left leg. Press that right hand in towards your leg, whether that be your ankle, your calf, or even your thigh, and then take that extension of that top arm up and over towards the center of your mat and return. Up and over and return. Lift back up to the side, move to your center, bring the arms forward and round through the spine. For your spine stretch forward, I do a little pulse, and then round back up. Again, round forward, pulse, and roll it back up. Final one, round forward, pulse, lift up tall through the spine, bring the hands down by your sides, and finish. Moving on to our prep for some hip twist. Bring your feet completely together, knees together, and you're balanced on your forearms, propped up. Twist from your waistline, the knees go up and over to the left and then to the right, a little sway side to side. Be sure to keep your shoulders out of your ears by compressing your forearms into the mat and lifting out of it. Bring the knees to tabletop and do the same sway. Keep that tail slightly tucked and the rest of the spine in neutral. Little waistline twist. The legs stay completely together. And it's not a drop from side to side, it's just a slight rotation. We're going to move on and extend for our full hip twist. Extend the legs straight up to the ceiling, reach them up and over to the right side, and then circle them down and around over to your left, and then return back to the top. Make sure as you're circling, one leg doesn't go in front of the other. There is no chase happening here. They stay completely connected and symmetrical together. You keep the spine in neutral, you keep yourself propped up, and you're reaching the legs out of the hip socket. Finish by extending the legs forward and out, lift yourself up. Keep the fingertips facing forward towards the toes, lift the hips up into a reverse tabletop, and start to do some tricep presses. Again, keeping your shoulders out of those ears. My hips are still lifted because my glutes are on. Continue to press up and down, bending the elbows and extending. And now, bend the elbows And now lift up from the back of the body. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, come to a flat reverse tabletop. Now roll down through the spine, let the booty lower, and then do a tricep dip again. Keep the elbows bent as you squeeze the glutes and lift the hips. Try to activate from the lower body first to lift up. And repeat just like that. Lower, bend, hips up, arms straighten, and then return back down. Extend the legs out in front of you. Just reach and round forward. Nice little spine stretch there. And lift yourself all the way up to the ceiling. Bring the hands behind your head, elbows wide to the side, and begin your spine twist. Rotate to the right, twist and rotate to the left. And again, we've done this one before. We're moving from the waistline, trying to get one side of the ribs to face the opposite side of the room. Round forward, go for this neck pull variation, extend from the upper back, hinge, flat back, and twist. Rotate. Moving from the oblique muscles. And again, lift the spine up tall, round forward, extend through the upper back, chest opens, lift the spine up tall, halfway hinge, twist to your right, twist to your left, come back to center, and repeat. Round forward, lift and hinge, rotate, rotate, return, reach the arms forward, and open out to the side and finish. This side series variation is a little modified. You keep your knees bent, lift the hips up into a side plank, and just reach the top arm to the ceiling. Start to rotate, reaching that top arm to thread it underneath the bottom armpit. Twist through the spine. Now I don't want you to collapse here. I want you to stay properly lifted as you rotate. The hips are pressed forward. You're driving that bottom leg into the mat to keep it up. Now extend the top leg out and start to lift and lower that leg using your outer glute. Fire it up. Lift and lower, lift and lower. That top inner thigh is also working and the bottom waistline stays lifted. From here, come down and let's add those two bits together. Lift and reach, extend the leg and lower it down. Lift to your side plank, extend the leg, reach the top arm to the sky, and then return back down. And continue to move in this pattern. Once we finish on this side, you will do the same exact thing on the opposite side. So take a moment to pause the video right about here and complete that. Moving on to some back body openers, lay prone with your hands stacked and your forehead on top. Squeeze the glutes, push the pelvis down into the mat, and start to float the upper thighs up away from the mat. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Don't let anything in the spine move. It's just an extension of the front of the hips, some beautiful glute activation and reaches. Start to kick and swim the legs after you lift them up, keeping the upper thighs off the mat. Swim vigorously. I always say like you're swimming away from an octopus. They've got 8 crazy tentacles coming for you. Now let's try our baby swan. Hands are flat down on the mat right underneath your shoulders. Lift and extend from the upper back. Think about somebody pumping up a balloon from right underneath your chest. Keep the head in line with the spine and your toes connected to the floor. From here, we're going to start to add on into a full swan. You're trying to get your ASIS or the front of your hip pockets off the mat, extended from the upper back. Keep your toes connected to the ground and look left and then right at the top and lower yourself back down. You're keeping your spine in a nice, beautiful line. Don't break with the head, so try not to throw your ponytail back or nose dive forward. Lift, hold, and lower the chest back down onto the mat. Single leg kick. Come into a sphinx pose. Keep the belly lifted in and up, almost like your swan, and start to bring one foot in towards your glute, bending at the knee. Kick, kick, and reach the leg long. Kick, kick, and reach the leg long. Continue like this for a few more and then go to the opposite side. Do at least 5 reps each. It's all about that hamstring curl and keeping the belly lifted in and up. No dumping in the lumbar spine. Moving on, we're going to do both legs at the same time. Kick, kick, and reach. When you reach those legs out together, make sure the toes don't lower towards the mat. They just hover as you lengthen up and out. Kick, kick, and reach, and relax. Rocking arms, you're back in that prone position, but this time I want you to float the legs up, reaching the arms behind you, and as the chest lifts, The palms are face up, and you're going to start to lift them up, up, up to the ceiling. Just a few times, little presses. Then start to swim the arms. You're circling the arms all the way up and out to your T, then bringing them biceps by the ears and back behind you for your rocket arm position. From here, return back to your rocket arm. Chest is lifting up and down. You're finding that extension, lengthen through the crown of the head. And for an extra advanced option, you can go into swan rocking. Lots of breath work is needed here. You inhale to rock forward, exhale to lift yourself up. If you notice, it takes me even a few times to get into this shape and find that rock. Challenging, I know, but wanted to give you guys a shot at it. Come to all fours into your cat-cow position. Round through the spine, pulling the belly in and up, looking in towards your pelvis, and then extend through the upper back. Let the heart open. And I want you to remember that this is all a system. This rounding and deep flexion that we're finding, you find in so many different Pilates exercises. So make it nice, make it juicy and beautiful. Same thing with our extension through the upper back. Good. I do a few tail wags here without the feet. Sit myself back to a baby child's pose. Another little wag side to side. Wring out the spine a moment. And then bring yourself back up to all fours. Bring the hand behind the head. Elbow wide to the side. Start to rotate the torso. Open. Lift and open the chest, and then bring the elbow towards the opposite hand wrist. I'm not collapsing the spine here. I'm staying lifted and open as much as possible. This is more of a stretch on the upper back than I would say the lower back. Try that a few times and then go right to the opposite side. Open the chest, lift the heart, and then rotate. Elbow to wrist. And open and reach. And twist elbow to wrist. And continue like this here. Check in. Make sure you're not sinking your butt cheeks towards your heels.